If What and Maybe tries to wind it up as they leave the back straight, but the challengers are now gathering in behind. Polly Holder, the first one to put in a challenge within half a length, almost making a line of 3 off the turn is Valdsea, and right in behind them Corvette. Lady Golf staying on the outside of runners as they make the turn in, and If What and Maybe still clings on to the lead. Polly Holder, Valdsea on the left, Lady Golf on the right, Corvette, then Carnelian, and Perfect Shot hasn't picked up, heading towards the final furlong. If What and Maybe being challenged now on the far side by Corvette, on the near side by Valdsea. Lady Golf, Polly Holder there with a chance in behind them as Corvette makes her way into the lead, only narrowly though. On the near side, Lady Golf is staying on well. Valdsea is right there, but Corvette will win her first race, beats Lady Golf. Valdsea next with Polly Holder. If What and Maybe weakened back into 5th place, and then came Perfect Shot and Carnelian. They make the run into the straight. Little Perisher has ranged up to join Janza for the lead. Mr. Skibidon though coming with a run for Luke Morris, now coming to challenge. Avon Lean is in behind them. Running on against the far rail is Rise to Glory as they head up the straight to the final furlong, and Mr. Skibidon has put his head in front. Mr. Skibidon from Little Perisher, Rise to Glory on the far side. Avon Lean boxing on with Sabi's Gem in the white colours finishing well. Mr. Skibidon in front, but Sabi's Gem is finishing strongly with Rise to Glory on the far side. A little between the trio. Sabi's Gem comes through late, well supported, got up to beat Rise to Glory. Mr. Skibidon, Bonnie Prince Blue from way back was next, then Avon Leany, Little Perisher, behind them Avon Light, and next in the field then was Little Port and Brandy, and they were clear of the others. Beginning the run for home, and up front it's still Prignov Dancer trying to fend off the challenge of Almaty Express, who now moves through to put his head in front as they swing off the final bend, but Prignov Dancer's battling back on the far side. Skystream keeps on with Flowchart, and Slate's Boy also running on well, and Diamond Fire in yellow against the fence is running on strongly, but it's Almaty Express in front, now 2 lengths clear from Slate's Boy, Flowchart and Diamond Fire. Almaty Express with the advantage is a length clear as they go for the line. It's course win number 16 for Almaty Express, just from Slate's Boy, and behind them in 3rd place in the green and yellow jacket was Flowchart. They were clear of Diamond Fire, Flaxen Lake and other making late ground. Making the swing back towards home, Miss Purity Pinker ranges upside the Dancing Lord. Availables having to be pushed along to try and mount a challenge out wide, and right there towards the inside is Diablo as they make the run past the 2. They head for home, Miss Purity Pinker and the Dancing Lord as they swing wide off the bend. A length back to Diablo in 3rd, Available struggling back in 4th place, and then comes Wish again. Miss Purity Pinker putting in a run is stablemate on the near side, Diablo, and right there the Dancing Lord on the far side, but Diablo has now come through on the near side to take a narrow advantage from the Dancing Lord. A short of room in behind them is Purity Pinker, but it's Diablo who goes on to score a double for Luke Morris, beats the Dancing Lord. Miss Purity Pinker, Available did run on late, was 4th. They were cleared of Wish again, and then came Oz. Monodrine Dancer and Shane Kelly have got a handy lead as they leave the back straight, shows by the best part of 5 lengths from Spinning Ridge as they begin the run past the 3. In 3rd place Bawadi, the Dialogue, the short price favourite, is a neck away in 4th, and then a length back to Kajali Unlimited, and Tomby brings up the rear, swinging for home, and it's still Monodrine Dancer, only 3 lengths clear of Spinning Ridge and a pushed along Bawadi. These are followed a further half length away by Dialogue, and then comes Unlimited. Tomby has relegated Kajali to be last in the straight and heading down to the final furlong, and Monodrine Dancer about to be swamped as a Dialogue moves through on the outside with coming from the back of the field. Tomby on the left on the far side. Bawadi keeps on, but Dialogue has gone on with Tomby. Unlimited's finishing well. Tomby and Dialogue fighting out the finish. Tomby just in front. Tomby just from Dialogue. Unlimited 3rd. Bawadi next, then Spinning Ridge. The front running Monodrine Dancer. Kajali was last. Swinging for home, and Greenhead High leads by a length from Chucky Avon on the inside of Small John. Wigram's Turn and Maze Boy the next 2, and then driven along with Hindsight from One for Jules as they turn into the straight with less than 2 to travel, and it's Greenhead High bidding to make all. On the right is Chucky Avon, and then comes Small John back in 3rd. Behind them Wigram's Turn as they head to the final furlong. Greenhead High trying to stave off the challenge of Chucky Avon, who's now being driven into contention, with Small John also keeping on strongly. Wigram's Turn on the far side. Greenhead High being overhauled close home by Chucky Avon. Close! Chucky Avon, Greenhead High, very little between them. Small John right there. Then One for Jules and Wigram's Turn, and with Hindsight, and they were ahead of Hawkmoth and Maze Boy. Last across the line was Yankee Storm.
Photo finish, photo finish. Here is the result of the photo finish for 1st place. First, number 4, Chucky Avon. Second, number 2. Third, number 11. And 4th, number 12.
but it's still King's Wharf who's made all so far for Adam Kirby. Leads off the final bend from Lord Paget. Now Hadras pulled out, he's finding his stride and beginning to stay on well. Glen 10 also making a move towards the far rail as they head to the final furlong, and Hadras is staying on strongly now and moving up to head King's Wharf inside the final furlong, and Hadras will make a winning debut here in the hands of Paul Hannigan for Hamdan Al Maktoum and Mark Johnston, and Hadras goes on to win from the King's Wharf. Back in third was Glen 10, and then close behind them running on late in the day Green Mitas and Torero, and then Windigool Lad, and at the back of the field Auntie Joy as they make their journey back towards the home straight. And Maslak has been headed narrowly by Magic Millie, but Thundering Home and Times Square coming there on the wide outside have now raced through to take it up. Times Square and Thundering Home race on. Magic Millie next. Maslak can find no more. Behind them White Diamond. St Thomas making some late ground from off the pace as they head towards the final furlong. Times Square, Thundering Home coming between them is St Thomas, and White Diamond on the right is also keeping on well. Wide open as they come now well inside the final furlong. St Thomas has burst through to take it up from White Diamond in second place. St Thomas just from White Diamond. Close then, Alawi running on to join Times Square, Thundering Home, and they were clear of Maslak and Magic Millie.